Hi guys, it's Borks and hello, welcome to my channel if you're new here. Welcome back if you've been here before. So guys, today is the Sandlot guys, least sexy to most. Guys, I said Borks, aren't they like 12? Well, when I say the guys, I mean the actors. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put actors right in the title of this video. So guys, I like to make least handsome the most with which shows I like to watch, guys. Excuse me, guys, if I'm hiccuping. I'm actually trying to show signs of being really sick here. I usually do it on just the characters, but because this is a children's movie, I'm doing it on the actors. And this is several years later, so this is on their adult appearances as well. Nothing else, adult looks, adult personalities, and actually, I probably could have put a few of them a little lower. Could have changed this around completely, guys, but this is just my personal opinion. Also, guys, this also has nothing to do with race or ethnicity. I know there's a few actors of color in the cast. I think there's two or three. I don't know. Alliance is two, but I think there's three. I'm not sure. But we're not going to talk about their race or anything like that. So I want to add that their nationality and their race has nothing to do with the way I put them on the order. I put them on this order based on what I like in the fellas. That's guys. Excuse them. It is, kids are getting dropped off from school. It's like almost 5 o'clock. Like, why are the kids still being dropped off? But they are. Without further ado, let's get into the video. One that I just, you guys know that I have also, guys, before I get into quickly, I do have a particular favorite of the 9 Sandlot boys. I do have a particular favorite. When we get to him, I will say it. One, Brandon Quentin Adams. Okay, so the guy that played Kenny, he was the one who tried to coach his son's baseball teams later on. Guys, to be honest, this character had really, he wasn't there. He does add something. Now I think about it, he does add something. He adds to the diversity of the story, but other than that, he doesn't really add much, and that's okay. But he's just not personally. I mean, he's a good-looking man. He's just not my personal one. I mean, if we're talking of all the guys in the Sandlot as adults, he's not the one I would go for. That's okay. Guys, okay, I didn't put what the character they played. I'm just simply putting their names. I didn't put the character, the cast as, and I don't know who's playing who. So I'm gonna guess now. Shane, I'm gonna say this wrong. Orbinski. I'm sorry. I believe he played the older of the. I think he played the older of the brothers. Tommy, I believe. Yeah, because the Timmy one, as one I was saying, was kind of cute as an adult. Yeah, so he's good looking. He's just not my quite cup of tea. And like I said, guys, I'm not saying this to be, Okay, so yeah, he's cute. He's just not completely my. I mean, they're all my cup of tea, to be honest. I mean, as adults, they're men. They're attractive looking. That's what I like. Also, guys, if you guys are new here, I actually have a particular taste in them fellas. I like blondes and redheads, if you guys are new here. I like blondes and redheads. I typically like heavy-set, redheaded men with freckles. That is my ideal taste in men, and skinny blonde boys, and then skinny redheaded boys. I love redheads and blondes, if you're new here, by the way. 3, Grant Gelt. I was going to say Grant Gustin, just because that's a different actor. About 10 years ago that played in The Flash. It has nothing to do with this movie, but I keep going to call him by his name. He played Bertram. He's actually pretty cute still. He reminds me of someone I went to high school with, so nothing against Grant. He just reminds me of someone I went to school with, and it's a little uncomfortable of the theory to think of that. Like, oh my god, so guys, that's the first thing I thought when I seen the picture of the adult actors. I was like, that looks like, I'm certain his name. I was like, that looks like Carl, and I was like, oh goodness, that looks like Carl. And guys know I have plenty of videos on Carl. He's like the version of Grayson in the voice. Like, okay, so I'm getting the characters and the actors confused at this point, guys. Tom Gallery, I think it was, who played Smalls. He's good looking today, but no, I mean, there's a few actors on this list that are way sexier than him. To be honest, remember, this is from Sexy the Most, so he's okay. He's not 100% my cup of tea anymore, but he is still sort of. But isn't he married? Yeah, well, guys, by the way, marital status also does not apply here. Marital status and race does not apply here. Or the only like one of the one would be hot in that case. 5, Patrick Rena. Guys, like I said, Ham was my guy. Like I used to even like mimic Ham's lines. I'd mimic Ham and Yaya's lines because Ham is still hot. It's got him. His hair is a dark red. I think it may be brown now. I'm not really sure. But according to the internet, it is still red, but it looks brown to my vision. But he is still he is still hot. Like, and he showed pictures of him with his wife and kids, and I was like, that's what I want to get. I want to go out and find me a Ham looking dude because, like I said, guys, that's why Ham is so. He's not even that far up on the list though. You would think he'd be higher because he's my ideal type. And yes, I have redheaded family members, so you guys would think that's a little weird. You guys know that my situationship Grayson was also a redheaded man with skinny dark red hair. So you guys know I like redheaded men. They're my cup of tea. It's how I always went. 6, Chauncey Lib. I'm gonna spell it because I'm horrible. Oh, you guys know what I'm talking about. Just Chauncey, dude. That's it. Wait, Squint. His name is hard for me to pronounce, but his first and his last, so it's. Oh, he's hot, guys. He's actually completely like has no hair. I don't know if he's offended by that term. I'm sorry, I don't want to offend him. But he's still, you can see in his features, he's still a handsome man. He's in his 40s, but his features, he's still a real handsome guy. And I'm just, guys, I have an issue with men without hair. That's just a story for another day. I don't know if I'm ever going to make the video, but there is a reason to why. I always just say I have a fear of men without hair, but I never have backed it up. There is a reason to why why that makes me scared, but it's nobody's business. But there's a reason behind it. 7. The guy who played the one of the mimic the one, I believe. Victor DiMonta. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Okay, actually, Marty York actually went to his wedding. Kind of funny. I debated on which way to go here, the last two, because I was like, first, but somebody who I find mostly still attractive in today's standards. Okay, so I put Mike Vitar as 8. But he's still a good-looking man. They should pay. He's actually a firefighter today, which is so cool. Actually, my surrogate brother's a fireman, so I thought that's so cool. So my adopted brother's a fireman, in case you guys didn't hear. So yeah, it's kind of funny. So yes, that's so cool. He's a fireman, but we're not going to talk too much on Mike's career. We're just talking about his looks mainly and how. Guys, there's a picture of Mike sitting next to the doghouse. No, sorry, next to a fire truck with a dog. Okay. And the girl who loves dogs in my heart. Also, guys, you know who I also think was very, very handsome? Hold on, I'm going to skip over a person before I say this. Okay, I'll skip over one of them. Yeah, so seeing him posing with a dog is like, and he, by the way, was also in Mighty Ducks 2 and 3. I've never seen the second and third Mighty Ducks, and I've seen the first one, I think, in school. I was so bored to death with it, but I think we're gonna go back now and give it a shot. Okay, guys, 9. But to me, is the most handsomest of all of the cast members, in my opinion. Marty York, who played Yaya. Just something about that guy. He is hot. I mean, have you guys seen him with his shirt off on the internet? Oh my goodness gracious, you guys. Yes, it was a year and a half ago. Okay, you guys have seen me. You guys have heard me make videos where I'm complaining because I've seen pictures of him shirtless. Guys, you think it's bad? I've seen a picture of him shirtless in his bathing suit hugging his dog. And I'm like, I think his dog's name is Rocky. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, I don't know who I'm more jealous of. I've even commented when someone was saying some stuff about Marty's personal life. We're never going to get into here. On this channel, at least, we're never going to get into an actor's personal life. That's Marty's business. And I had said something, I was saying something, well, like, I don't know who's cuter, him or the dog, because I'm a dog lover, if you guys don't know. I thought the same thing about Mike Vitar was sitting next to the dog. I'm like, I don't know who's cuter, but I do know it was the dog. I don't know. Guys, I'm a dog lover. Also, an actor I didn't put on this list that I find is very, very cute, but I don't know which one was the actor. I know when Yaya went over the fence, it was a puppet. Marty York said it was a puppet. Sorry, I know my arms. It looks so cute. Marty York said that when he went over the fence, it was a puppet there with slobber and like blink his eyes and stuff like that. But some of that shooting that they did, or I mean shooting like movie shotting, like clips making. I'm used to using YouTube terms, guys, not movie terms. Some of that they were with two different dogs, and then it was with some puppets. So I'm a big dog fan. So I would have to put the dog is dead. Tell you the truth. The dog's dead by now. Alive by now. Okay, well, I guess I'm already. And yeah, so I've seen videos of him working out. I've seen pictures of Marty York working out and looking hot. And I was like, God, he's tortured. If I would have been living like a year and a half ago, I would have been like, he's torturing me with this. But nowadays, I'm like, who cares? It's just a shirtless man working out. No big deal. And I say that to you guys, but I texted my friends and said to them, I seen a picture of yeah working out. And they were like, "What?" Because most of my friends were fans of the movie as well, and they were like, "What are you talking about, Borix?" And I was like, "There's a picture of yeah." And at first, my first answer was, "Oh yeah, yeah," and they're like, "What the heck are you doing? What are you saying?" Because they all keep saying yeah, like that's my term, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Yeah, shirtless working out," and they were like, "Girl, it's okay," because I was like, "I'm going to HE double hockey sticks now," like. Because I looked and because I stared, and they were like, "You're fine." And I'm like, "Guys, it's because I'm 34 and I'm always acting." But I try to, as I'm 34. But okay, guys, remember to comment, like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna go enjoy my new cold. Remember, guys, please don't take anything I say to heart. This is just my personal opinion, and I'm gonna go down and hug some cats and some dogs now. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Tell me down below who is your favorite character in the Sandlot. Who is your favorite Sandlot actor? Like I always say, Marty York is my personal favorite. And I think he always, to a degree, kind of was. Because I remember I used to like writing out. And I will never admit this anywhere else, but I used to like to fantasize about running into him, and nothing inappropriate. But I was 11, but still. I'm going to get off so Marty doesn't mind us and think I'm weird. Okay, bye bye, guys.